Recap of the somehow underdog Denver Broncos at home against the Green Bay Packers, and we tapped that ass. If it wasn't for a fumble at the beginning by R.J. Harvey, we run away with that game. Second half was absolutely dominated. They couldn't get nothing going. We were hitting them as hard as when Steve Atwater played. It was a little touchy in the first half. A really terrible call by the refs yet again on 2-1. He came back with a nice pick later in the game. PS2, a great pick that turned the momentum of the game around. And after Surtain had that interception, it was all us for the rest of the game. After that pass interference call, we lost all the momentum. All the air came out of the stadium, the players, everything. They scored a touchdown. PS2 comes right back with that pick on a deep ball, and that was all she wrote for the Packers. 2 losses only on the season, clinching a playoff berth. Next, if we beat Jacksonville, it's game over. And then we got a Kansas City Chiefs team on the road without Patrick Mahomes, which should be, in theory, an easy win. And then if we win our next 2 games, we could rest our players at the end of the year. Being that New England lost to Buffalo this week, it'll give us home field throughout the playoffs, the number 1 seed, the division, and we could just lose to the Chargers willy-nilly as we rest our players. A 3-loss season wouldn't be that bad. Then we get our first round bye in the playoffs. Then the AFC is going to have to do something nobody was able to do this year on a full roster, and that's come into Denver and beat us at home. Nobody could do that. Bo Nix is playing out of his mind right now, threw for over 300 yards and 4 touchdowns. R.J. Harvey's starting to pick it up. Had another rushing touchdown today. I think he's got 10 on the season as far as total touchdowns, rushing and receiving. Picking up the slack with J.K. Dobbins out. Rumors are that he could be available for the playoffs, especially with the first round bye. So that's something to keep an eye on. Jonah Ellis came back from missing who knows how many games this year with a big sack. So we're getting healthy at the right time. Hopefully we stay healthy going into the playoffs, and it's doomsday for the rest of the NFL. Broncos country.